What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome to another episode of Promotion Wars, episode number 40. Can you believe that this show that started out as me just wanting to show my favorite game of, the 2000s coming back to life in 2021, turned into a 40 episode series and continuing on? Awesome. Awesome. So first off, as you see, the Extra Life overlay is still up. We'll probably keep it up for a few more weeks as we're still going on. Uh, have to thank everyone. We've raised $1,000 for Boston Children's Hospital. That's amazing. So huge thanks to everybody who watched all the videos and who donated to Extra Life. Also, want to give a shout out to our new friend of the channel over at Games underscore Volume, Air Paris is now a follower of High Volume Games and Promotion Wars after a little discussion on Twitter. So, welcome. And here we go. We're getting ready to start our next episode. It is now Wednesday, the 23rd. This is actually take two of this episode. I did about half. See, we had some weird weather yesterday. It was like totally fine. 5:30 comes and literally just the announcement over your phone, the like alert. Uh, it's just a tornado warning. Get underground, get underground. And it's like, we're in southeastern Mass. This isn't something that normally happens. So then after that, the internet and the computer just got all goofy. So we're gonna try again. So it is March 23rd, 541,000 we have. Our show is just a few weeks away at April 10th. Then we'll get back into a more normal rhythm as far as our shows go. So we're going to get into it. Our promoter ranking right now is 90%. Our momentum is in the 80s now, so we're getting there. We're getting back up to it after our losing a few people early on, but we're gaining everybody back. Well, let's get into the action. We still need to break this 1300. So one tag team I did, I'm going to basically try to do almost the same show that I did. But we're going to have Adam Williams and Tommy O'Neill taking on Chavo Guerrero Jr. and Caz XL in the main event of our show. We're going to have an 8-man tag. Now, I wanted to do the 4 feuding tag teams right now, but one of them is injured. So what's going to happen is we're going to see Chris Hero, Paul London, Hero London. Oh, it's Lance Anoa'i and Leo Rush. Alpha Jr. is the one who's injured. I had to think about that for a second. They're going to go up against Eric Cannon, Daniel Maccabee, Mad Braddix, and Danhausen, also known as Madhausen. Okay, for the Women's World Championship, we're going to see Ruby Soho take on Rebecca Prince. We're going to see Brett Lane take on Bruiser Bruno. And that feud, because that feud is losing. Add feud female. Nicole Matthews and Erica Riggs. It gives Erica Riggs a a little push because she's going up against the cornerstone of our, women's division, Cole Matthews. Oh, I did it again. I wanted to set up a. So I have this idea of putting, and I keep putting my hand right in front of the camera. Sorry. I have this setup of Evan Gonzalez is gonna now be like Disco Inferno's or that Disco guy's um, protege, and that's gonna lead into the When Worlds Collide tag team match. So I want Evan Gonzalez to take on Andy Black. Maybe Evan gets the win here, and then but we just assume that there's like a vignette uh, somewhere in the show that has Disco talking to Evan Gonzalez. So we look at the guys who have come from the high volume wrestling school. Adam Williams has done well for himself. Obviously, Tommy O'Neill's the heavyweight champion. Then it's Evan Gonzalez, and Evan Gonzalez doesn't have really a story to him. Scotty Valentine's a double champion. Sean Cash is at least in a tag team with Maven Huffman. Uh, you need something. All right, so we got 1072. It's an energetic crowd, but that's better than what we've had in the past few weeks. It's been like a half awake crowd and stuff like that. So they're energetic. Let's go. We're gonna see highlights, get into the action. So again, sorry this is late. Like I said, I probably went about 15, 20 minutes into the first episode. And then, yeah. All right, we're going right to the ring. The second episode of the Dixie Carter era. Evan Gonzalez and Andy Black. Evan Gonzalez hits the DDT on Black, gets the win. Evan Gonzalez's first win of 2022. So I feel because we're going to have, since there's no full-time teams, we're going to have like newly made teams of former champions. So the four that qualify are Disco, Danhausen, Chris Harris, and Redbeard. Now Redbeard's not going to fight in the tag match because he's in the um, world title match, so he's not going to fight in that. Then you've got Danhausen. Danhausen's going to be with Disco. Danhausen's going to be with Mad Braddocks. Oh, Nicole Matthews and Erica Riggs starting off. Oh, Erica Riggs coming down to the ring. She says, "You think?" Riggs clotheslines Matthews in a brawl. Oh, that's a good way to start a feud. A good way to make your debut, too, for Erica Riggs. But, so Disco will be with Gonzalez. Danhausen will be with Mad Braddocks. I don't know who Chris Harris is going to be with. Nicole Matthews and Erica Riggs in their match just after this brawl. Matthews connects with Vancouver Maneuver on Riggs. She makes the cover and gets the win. We figured Nicole Matthews is going to get the win, but she's going to hopefully help Erica Riggs out along the way. Nicole Matthews is the winner. So we're going to call the split between Disco and Danhausen, the former longest reigning tag champs, amicable. They're not against each other, but they're Brett Lane comes down to the ring. He grabs the mic. Bruiser, I've spoken to the general manager. You mean the executive manager, Stacy Keebler? And guess what? They've agreed to a match I've pitched. It's me one-on-one with you, Bruiser Bruno. And that match happens next. But, yeah, because actually I like Danhausen as the new leader of the Misunderstood if they get new members. Bruiser Bruno hits the Bruise Cruise on Brett Lane. Bruno makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. Bruiser Bruno with a big win on. Oh, Brett Lane puts his foot on the rope, but we have blind referees. So, you know how in baseball they're calling for, like robotic umpires? We need robotic referees in HVW. Bruiser Bruno getting the big win. Brett Lane having a struggle after winning the TV title early on. He has struggled after a feud with Scotty Valentine. Now a loss to Bruiser Bruno. And a funny story, when I did this first, attempt and the 15-minute video that will never be, there was actually Bruiser Bruno did the scenario where he basically punched Renee Paquette in the face. And so I had basically suspended Bruiser Bruno. And then thankfully that show did not end up airing. Well, we've got a brawl between Scotty Valentine and Todd Gibbs. They're pretty much the hardcore division at this moment. Although Bantam and Seville, the Kevins as we call them, they can wrestle. Chris Harris is now around. Ruby Soho, Rebecca Prince for the Women's Championship. Again, for the second episode in a row, Leo Rush is staring at me. Ruby makes the cover on Rebecca, gets the win, retains her title. Rebecca Prince is doing what she's supposed to do. We want Ruby Soho to have a long run. We want a HVW woman to have the longest reigning title. Right now it's Jordan Grace, who was booked as the champ. But then we would have to book her every month. So we're trying to get a HVW woman to hold the record. And Ruby Soho's on the roll. I think she's up to six weeks maybe. And actually, if you she's had 2 runs. I think there was a 1 or 2 week stretch where Tessa Blanchard took the title, and had it not been, she might already be the champ. Ruby Soho now interviewed by Renee Paquette. Here comes Rebecca Prince's back. They're still having words after their match. There is clearly something between these two. Rebecca Prince casually walking away. This is far from over. All right, so we have our next 2 matches are tag team matches. The 8-man with Leo Rush in the middle of it, just because. Chris Hero hits the cerebral cortex on Braddock's. Hero makes the cover, gets the win, and this is actually a turn from the first episode, like the taped episode that I started, because it was actually Maccabee. No, it was Cannon, or one of the Cannon and Maccabees actually ended up winning that match. So in the previous one, it was Madhausen, Cannon, and Maccabee who got the win. In this case, it's Hero, London, Lance, and Leo getting the win. See, Maccabee won't be in the tag team battle at When Worlds Collide because he'll be in the TV title because he was the first TV champ. Tommy O'Neill down on the ropes. Tommy O'Neill gets hit with the frog splash from Chavo. He makes the count. Chavo Guerrero just pinned the world champion. Oh my goodness. Chavo and Caz gets a win, and Caz gets a win. He might not have been directly involved in the decision, but he got a win. All right. So Evan Gonzalez, Andy Black, 73. Cole Matthews, Erica Riggs, 75 to start their feud. Not bad. That'll pop up. Look at this though. Bruiser Bruno and Brett Lane went 85 in the start of their feud. Hello, I'll take that. Let's build some matches under them, and that could turn into a huge number. Ruby Soho and Rebecca Prince, 78. The 8-man went 76, and Chavo and Caz, 77. So we won 81.87. These two matches, when I did the first episode or the first take, these two matches, the results were different. Yeah, because it was Adam Williams and Tommy O'Neill winning, and then it was the heels winning in the 8-man. But nope, now it's on record as the. So okay. All right, that's a good sign, because when I first did this is where the OBS there froze, but it's looking good. We made 14,463. Okay, well, we have two inboxes. Does this mean I'm betting this is Brett Lane pissed off? No. First of all, fans thought it was a great show. Tommy O'Neill is injured and will be out 2 months with a broken foot. The high volume wrestling champion is injured. Oh, and 2 months means he will have to vacate that title. What? On a great note, the promoter rating went up, but what? Oh, man. So I'm guessing we're saying that the past champions or the When Worlds Collide world title match, where all the past champions are in the match, looks like they're going to be fighting to become the new world champion. So let's look at the champions list. And we are going to have to now vacate it 50 days. Austin Aries was the record holder at 161. But Lio Rush, Paul London, Eric Redbeard. Now, Paul London is because he is the current tag team champion, he will not be in the world title match. So this is going to be Lio Rush versus Eric Redbeard for the world championship. Wow. So we are going to vacate the title due to injury. And we'll go on. The funny thing is, I was really about to put Saturday. I was really about to put. The question is, do I want to just put a match together on, say, say the next Wednesday show, putting like a 6-man match for the title. That way we have a champion, and then we have Lio Rush and Redbeard. We made 28,000 this week. Well, we paid 28,000 this week. Our promoter ranking went up 93%. Kevin Seville now available. The Kevins are here. Yeah, I was going to put Tommy O'Neill and Chavo in there just for the simple fact that Chavo pinned him. But, oh my goodness. What has happened on this show? I sent out a request, too, for a person who is signed by WWE. And I have not received a message back yet. But we'll go into the house show not knowing who our champion is going to be. So we're going to see Hero and London taking on Cannon and Maccabee for the tag team titles. I mean, that could be, again, if we're saying that Hero and London win, that's cool. They are our champs. If they don't, maybe London would be in that past champion match. Let's just look at conditions and see who's good and who's hurting right now. Appa and Tommy are injured. Everybody's pretty good. Chavo is a little worn down, so yeah, we won't make him fight today. Harris is the main person who's worn out. Kevin Seville is back, but he's an 85 right now. Carl Anderson. I want to put let's put Scotty Valentine in a parking lot championship match. He hasn't been on the last few weeks. Well, he wasn't on last episode. So after going 16, he's probably fought the most, but he'll fight Cad Gibbs for the parking lot championship. As you can see, this show has just gone off the rails right now. Oh, yeah, Tommy O'Neill and Caz is dying down. There might be a reason for that. Oh, Johnny Volume and Andrew Everett? Oh, hello. We can put those two in a match. Let's put a tag team match of Sean Cash, Maven Huffman versus Kevin Seville and Kevin Bantam, the Kevins. The debut match of the Kevins, it was either the first or the second. I don't remember. Did Kevin Seville get injured in the first match of the Kevins? Or Mad Braddock is going to take on Corey Hollis. Let's put a women's tag team match featuring Helen Martin and Francine Ramsey of the 4 high volume women. We didn't put those two in a match. Hold on. Let's clear. We'll actually clear this Mad Braddock's Corey Hollis match. We need Tessa Blanchard and Tony Callahan in a match. Sorry if I'm sniffling. My roommates are cooking, and yeah, some of the spices they use sometimes gets in my nose, in my eyes, and stuff like that. All right, so that was that. Now we'll do the Mad and all this. Now we'll do the women's tag team match. As the Francine Ramsey, Helen Martin will take on Susie Parkman and Amber Nova. And Carl Anderson will take on Anthony Bennett. And there we go. And now, just like we normally do, for the house show, we'll just kind of skip the results, read what they are, rather than go through. But oh man, this pretty much happened before with like an injury. Was Aries out? I know we had the issue where Paul London, the number one contender, went out due to injury, but we've never had to vacate the title. So here we go. We're going to go straight to results. 543 went to this one. Anderson beats Bennett. Susie Parkman and Amber Nova defeated Ramsey and Martin, 78%. Mad Braddocks beat Corey Hollis, 73. Tony Callahan and Tessa Blanchard went. Oh, Tony Callahan defeated Tessa Blanchard. That's going to, piss off Tessa Blanchard. But, Tony Callahan beats the former world champ. Huffman and Cash PD defeat the Kevins in their debut match, 74. Johnny Volume defeats Andrew Everett, 77. Johnny Volume pins the former interstate champion. And both champions retained with really good matches. Scotty Valentine defeats Todd Gibbs, 84%. And then Hero in London defeat Kenan McAbee, 81%. So our overall show rating for our house show was 84.1. We had an 81 point something in the TV show. So that's a good house show right there. We made $4,400 profit. Yeah, 2 inboxes. We know exactly what the other inbox is. Yeah, wrestler complaint. Scotty Valentine, Todd Gibbs getting the match rating. And Tessa Blanchard unhappy about being upstaged by the future of HVW, Tony Callahan. We put that big contract on Tony Callahan, keeping her here for 3 years. All right. Ricky Shane Page says he is not interested in signing with HVW. He's got that WWE money right now. I wanted him because he's got a 95 hardcore rating. Okay. So we'll zoom up. No emails. Oh, one more email. We got a new prospect. The High Volume Wrestling Academy has a person. She's a lightweight with great mic skills. Okay. Show me. Susie Taylor. She's got terrible in-ring ability, hardcore charisma, but her mic skills are great. So actually, since I want Brooke Hogan to not be the interviewer and to be Andrew Everett's valet, I think we'll sign Susie Taylor to be our new interviewer number 2 behind Renee Paquette. And you're probably not going to use that finisher, but that's okay. So Susie Taylor's going to join. We'll go to HVW. No, we got to go to the show, right? Production. We're going to change Brooke Hogan out. We're going to put Susie Taylor in. Welcome to the show, rookie. The game actually wants us to up our primary show. So we'll put some more money on that. We're not making a whole lot right now. Actually, we're probably losing again. Not a whole lot, but and again, we're 2 days away from making a more money with the like the merchandise and the TV and all that. So I'm not worried about money. Remember, we were at 200,000 not too long ago. Champions, no. Okay, so let's go to roster. Let's go to Andrew Everett. We're going to give him Brooke Hogan as a valet, which going into his match at When Worlds Collide, could she be the Edge? As that interstate title match is going to be nice. It's Air Paris defending his title against Lance Hawaii and Andrew Everett. Also, let's give Evan Gonzalez, that disco guy, as his manager. All right. All right, my friends, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll be back again, hopefully, in the right time slot that is usually Sunday midnight my time, which usually means that for my friends in the UK, and I have to say, give a shout out to all my friends in the UK from either the Marlins Twitter group and the Promotion Wars. You know, you guys are awesome, and but we usually do a midnight my time start so that it will be there for your Sunday breakfast. So we are gonna be back for then, and till then, hope you have a great week and enjoy. Take care. Drop a line in the either at games_volume or in the comments who you'd like to see in this. We're gonna do it. The who gets put into the world title match for this show right here to make the vacated champion, who will then go on to When Worlds Collide to face Lio Rush and Redbeard. Who do you think? If you want, I'll put the roster in. I'll just scroll down. I'll just do this. No, just kidding. I have been very good with not putting Johnny Volume in. Does this guy go for 3 belts? Does he become Scotty 3 belts? All right. Let me know what you think. Look at that promoter rating, by the way. 95. We went up 5% in this show. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Bye now.